His glory.
For he is limitless.
What up? It's your boy T-Burn Reaction. In case you know what, a lot of the set is different. I'm in vacation with the wife again. This is for my birthday weekend. All right, she's looking at me, smiling. So anyway, um, and the DJ Expo, I just want to catch DX, the last exhibition of the DJ Expo for us. Well, she surprised me with that. But yeah, got a couple. Oh, not a lot, but I got a new equipment though. I will premiere once I get back to home side. But anyway. So, the homie Keith Lee then released a new video talking about what's been going on between January and now on.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I just started. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I was trying to wait for it to not start, but it's starting anyway. But yeah, I guess he's gonna explain why his hiatus from January into the end of January now, though, where folks was like believe he might got released. Folks me believe there's been some issue right there. So the big guy talks about it. So I gotta check this out. So without further ado, let's see what Mr. Keith Lee had to say about what's been going on with him. Let me make sure everything's up first.
All right. So, obviously, I've been a busy bee, but I said that for those who took the time to care for me, that I was going to make this, just information for you guys, something to share, because I've always kind of been that way, open for the most part. So, the first time I tried to record this, it turned out to be like 13 minutes. So we're gonna try and reduce some of that this time.
Yeah, another feeling when you want to record.
So let's talk about time since January. Yeah, all right. Let's get this knocked out. So, as some of you know, toward the end of January, I missed about 3 weeks on TV. At that time, I had contracted COVID. And actually, before I continue, let me go ahead and point out something, because I did see some disturbing and just rude remarks toward Mia Yim. Some stating that it was her fault that I was gone, and some stating that she gave me COVID and what have you. Let me go ahead and clear that up right now. That needs to be clear. Were it not for her, I don't know how things would have gone, to be quite honest. I contracted COVID. She did not. Actually, for like 3 weeks. And the only reason that she did contract it was because she refused to not be there and take care of me. And unfortunately, that ended up costing her an opportunity in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
But that was a chance she was willing to take. So, at the end of the day, I'm grateful to her. And it's unfortunate that some of you are ungrateful, because
yeah, folks,
the reality is there's no telling how things would have gone without her.
yeah, it's the thing about fans though. Like fans they do too much. I won't say that they do too much sometimes. They got to know that these wrestlers are just as much human beings as them, so they gotta like fall back sometimes with the comments. Like, swear, these are so comfortable being a-holes. Anyway.
Assistance. So, after that, I came back for one match against Mr. Riddle, and I believe that was February 8th. And then the next day, I got a call saying that there was something off in my blood. Some people may have experienced this thing where there's like an inflammation in the heart or lungs. For me, it was the heart, and that led to very scary times. I was basically forbidden from training or any activity outside of a light walk. So there was a fear that doing more than that that there was a chance that I could just up and pass away.
Yeah. Oh.
So, for 3 or 4 months, this was kind of the case, and I had several MRIs on my heart. By the way, I don't fit in those machines. It was terrible, and my shoulders really struggled with that. But
Yeah. Health before wealth is always important, no matter what it is. I'm saying, whether it's physical, internal, mental, that's always got to come first, regardless. Though, good. He kind of took care of that instead of having to try to bypass this as far as entertainment. Glad he took care of that.
we had to do what we had to do, right? So this became a fight against death, so to speak, and it took up until the company sent me to Pittsburgh to get looked at.
I got touchscreen.
And it was to the point where I was about to have to undergo genetic testing and all sorts of things because it was thought that there was a potential I could have a heart disease of sorts. Very fortunately, even though it took a long time, we waited that amount of time for that allowed the inflammation in my heart to eventually go down to normal. So, even though the first MRI was bad and the second one was worse, over time, things got better here and there, and eventually, after that visit, I was cleared to try and get back into some sort of shape. That's where the real struggle is.
Yeah, that can be a struggle. I'm struggling with that too, trying to get in shape.
Yeah, it took some time, and to be honest, it wasn't even certain that I was going to show up in Dallas in terms of on TV.
Ooh.
So,
well, that was a good
for
surprise.
the people that cared, I greatly appreciate you, and you guys mean a lot more than you know. Some of you even more than that. Mr. Casey, you're one of them for certain. At the end of the day, I don't really know what's next, right? The idea for me is I fought the battle that mattered the most, and I'm healthy. And at the end of the day, that's all I can really ask for. That's all my family can ask for. And now we fight to make the most of what we can do in this industry, and
Yes.
and just move forward. You know what I always say? Forward march. The grind continues. It's forever. We fought death. I don't mind fighting anybody else. So
Indeed.
we move forward, and I guess we continue to show exactly what it means to be limitless. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Until then, stay up, people.
Nice. Nice. Good to know that he's doing good, everything, and glad he's back in WWE. You know what I'm saying? There's the rumors with him, Plazi got released or getting released or anything. I'm glad it was so true. Glad it was so false and everything. It wasn't true. And he came back, and I mean, had his little back and forth with Karen Cross and everything. Went good. Proved that he's doing things now. Whew. And not being buried, as folks trying to say. And I mean, hopefully we see more from him going forward in Raw, or if another shakeup comes through and he's getting moved to elsewhere like SmackDown or back to NXT. Either way, I'm glad to see him back in WWE. Just hopefully can't wait to see hopefully Mia be back pretty soon as well too. Other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.